Madam, when the event starts, when we start in correct 3 minutes, everyone, sharp at 8. So, Emmanuel and Registrar, Madam. So, when we start, you can share your camera, Madam.
Okay.
Thank you. Good evening, Virish.
Hey, Jagat, good evening.
Good evening, Virish. I think Sridevas should be there. So, we'll start in I think in about 2 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Virish, am I audible to you? Is it loud and clear?
Yes. Absolutely.
All right.
Very loud.
Okay, great. So I request all the speakers when we kickstart the session to, if it'd be great if you could turn your videos on. Thank you. Okay, so I think we can kickstart here. So greetings to everyone who have gathered with us today. A good idea is one that helps me, the community, and the environment grow. With that said, I, Gerard Manik, on behalf of iINVENT Nabros, takes this pleasure of welcoming everyone to the iINVENT Nabros November Brainstorm, where we have the top performers from our student community who have performed the best over the last 6 months in line with the internship competition that is ongoing, and the awards will be announced during the annual brainstorm in July of 2024. The total prize money that has been designated is 2,40,000 Indian rupees, which is approximately 3,000 US dollars for this competition. Some of the leading and top performers in this competition will be talking today. Plus, dignitaries will be sharing their aims, which have had a positive social impact in the region. The talented children in our community will be sharing their talent. With that said, I take this opportunity to introduce you to our keynote speakers who will be sharing their personal and professional experiences pertaining to their aims, initiatives, and pursuits. Today, we have with us Sridevi Rugi, co-founder, Himalayan Space Center, and founder, president, Space eScholar. In her company, we also have Virish Patil, co-founder of Himalayan Space Center, and also the co-founder of Write Your Destiny, and director, Space eScholar. And joining them in the discussion, we have Autli Anpan Kumar, psychologist, founder, and CEO of Evo's Life Foundation and co-founder of DD Clicks. To present to you our second keynote speaker, we have with us respected Dr. Chandrama M., in charge registrar, KUT University, Dharwad. And the third keynote speaker is Mr. Emmanuel Patre, who is a social activist and entrepreneur. He is the founder and CEO of SafeDrop, co-founder and MD of SM Academy, founder and in charge of the Strikers. So to move forward, I call upon Nihara Dilrukshi, a 7th grade student from Sri Lanka, Amitsu home, to share his talent with a song which is in Sinhala language. I request Nihara to take over the mic and present his song to us.
Hi everyone, I'm Nihara from Amitsu Children's Home, Sri Lanka. I am in grade 7. I am going to sing a song. It is Danga Ha Pancha, which is in Sinhala language. This song is about the little children who are comparing parts of animals and the nature. Danga Ha Pancha Mangwage Malu Mal Pandural Pipun Malak Mangwage Malu Mangwage Makolam Vidayana Malu Mama Padam Bada Hundin Karan Hundala Mayeklo Mama Padam Bada Hundin Karan Hundala Mayeklo Urulu Panchavage Kila Tata Kiyanaba Dangamalak Tamay Kila Amba Kiyanaba Urulu Panchavage Kila Tata Kiyanaba Dangamalak Tamay Kila Amba Kiyanaba Aji Siyaran Manika Kila Kiyanaba Me හැමෝම ආදරයෙන් මාව රකින්නවා Me හැමෝම ආදරයෙන් මාව රකින්නවා දුරු කිරණක්සේ තාත්තයෙන්නවා අම්මා මගේ සඳලියක්සේ බබලෙනවා ඉරු කිරණක්සේ තාත්තයෙන්ගෙනවා Amma mage sandeliakse babelenewa Mini pahanak wage guru tumiyanewa Uyanaki mage pasala suwanda haminwa Maluyanaki mage pasala suwanda haminwa Thank you.
Thank you, Nihara, for some of your ways. I think you sang beautifully and keep it up. So with that said, I take this pleasure of introducing you to our first keynote speakers. We have with us Sridevi Rogi, co-founder, Himalayan Space Center and co-founder president, Space e-Scholar, and Virish Patil, co-founder, Himalayan Space Center, and also the co-founder of Write Your Destiny. He's also the director of Space e-Scholar. Sridevi Rogi and Virish Patil, along with their team, have been working successfully towards providing space education to students by collaborating with institutions and schools, and also to those in need by setting up space labs and providing a suitable curriculum. This great institution, within the last 1 month, has set up 3 space labs in government schools worth approx $1,800 or 15 lakhs INR. We thank them on behalf of the Public Instructions Department for Schools and Education of Dharwad District and all our partners. We would love to hear from you, Sridevi Rugi and Virish Patil, about the story and journey with these initiatives and your plans. So I now hand over the mic to you all.
Thank you, Gerard. Good evening, audience. Definitely, I'd love to start with one statement. Since you said the story and the journey, any successful story will always have a roller coaster journey, right? So hence we have been having one of them, and sharing such stories definitely will not only motivate the listeners but also motivate the storyteller as well to make better decisions and move ahead with motivation again, right? Thanks, Gerard, for the presentation. Yeah, can we have that, Gerard?
It's getting loaded up, Mr. Virish.
Sure.
Hope you
Sure.
can see that. Thank you.
So we are in Himalayan Space Center and ISRO certified space tutor. Right. So basically, you can see in the presentation that we are present in Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Malaysia, Turkey, Dubai, Singapore. Himalayan Space Center was a baby of Mr. Afroz Mamoon. Since 2013, he was with NASA as a Space Camp ambassador. And 2019 is when India entity was formed and myself and Sridevi joined together. So the previous slide you saw our MOU with ISRO. Is Mr. Kiran Kumar, the ex-chairman of ISRO, and the center person is Mr. Sudhir, the director of CBPO department, which takes care of the outreach programs. So next, going on to our team, as I was explaining. So Afroz Mamoon was with the NASA as a Space Camp ambassador, and we have Mr. Rangaraj, the program advisor. He's also served as a director for ISRO, and we have tutors with us, Malathi and Neha Navde. Sridevi Rugi is the co-founder and also the global advisory of the Himalayan Space Center global team. Can we have the next? Yeah. So this slide talks about our astronomy and space laboratory, which Gerard just mentioned. So we've been on a mission to introduce the space and astronomy lab to multiple schools, not only for the government organizations. For government organizations, we have Space Scholar as an NGO, which we are doing. And for the private schools, we have Himalayan Space Center on the profit-making side. So we are connecting with schools and institutions to cater that well. So this video talks, yeah, can we go ahead? Yeah. So this video talks about this one particular lab is the center.
I see the sun, it's hot and bright, at night it's gone. I put my helmet on, I take my rocket ship, I want to fly up high, so I can say, hello sun.
That's the location there. So our flagship program is Young Astronaut Program. Basically, this is the replica of what happens in Houston, Huntsville, where students travel across the globe. They visit Huntsville and Houston, the NASA experiential centers, to understand how the life of an astronaut would be. So the students, they undergo a particular training residential program for 6 to 7 days. They stay there and understand each and every activity and experience what the astronauts get trained there. So the replica of what happens there, we started doing it in Asian countries with Afroz Mamoon being the key person for that. And this is how our, yeah, you can go ahead. Here we see lots of rockets being made and rovers, and this was basically the program which we conducted in Bangladesh, Dhaka the summer holidays. We can move to the next slide. So, rocketry workshop is again one of the core strength of ours, where we've been talking about ISRO and lots of missions being conducted, Chandrayaan, and now we have Aditya L1, which is being launched and it's on its mission. So how are these rockets launched? What is the ignition system? What is the propulsions? What kind of fuels they used? Different parts of rockets, right? So, and also how a student can prepare the model rockets, launch them, with their own experience, and understand the career path on that as well. So this is how our rocket workshop happens here. They get an experiential learning again on this. So this is rockets fly high. So we will also have a recovery system for these. So the rockets, most of the times we will get them back. So that can be refueled and reused again for multiple programs. So rovers and copters, we've been again, rovers is talks when Chandrayaan landed. So students get to understand how the rovers are prepared, different rovers being sent to other planets, what is the functions, what are the different parts of rovers. So they understand the nitty-gritties of them, they prepare their own rovers, launch them, right? And of course, the main part is the soft landing, which didn't happen in Chandrayaan 2, as we all know, right? So the complete structural designing will happen, and also most of the times, international students, they undergo rover challenges which happen internationally. So they participate in those kind of programs as well. Yeah, space leadership is mostly for the corporates and the teachers training we do to train them to delegate the same to the students across the schools. And this is one of my favorite subject and topic, astronomy, as we all are very near to the sky. Whenever we are happy, sad, we look at the sky. Evening, we walk, we look at the moon, the stars, and different constellations. So we have lots of programs being designed and conducted, both theoretical and the practical as well. When I say practical, it is more from the observation part of taking the telescope, the open grounds out of the city, where we don't have much lights. We see the sky, understand the constellations, understand the galaxies. We look at different galaxies. We do understand the craters on the moon. Watch lots of planets, and especially the rings of Saturn and the red spot on the Jupiter, and also different moons of planets.
Happy birthday to you.
This was on request. One of the birthdays were conducted as a space theme, and we have the open session for the students, the guests, everything.
On a special day, partying all day. We could be vibing, going out to play. I will fly to Uganda for you any day. 'Cause I'ma wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
So astrophotography is the continuation program of astronomy. This is for the serious learners, or somebody who wants to deep dive into the deep objects of the sky. right? So first one, you see the Orion nebulas, and the third one, of course, the second one is the crescent moon we see. This was taken early morning around 3 o'clock or so, and we have the star trail, how the star moves in the night time. So when from that's the star is raised and the sets. So what is the path it takes? So these were the photographs taken, and we conduct the astrophotography sessions as well. So this part, Devi, you want to talk about this?
Sure, thank you. Thanks, Viresh. And thank you to DD Clicks for giving us this opportunity. This one is totally favorite to me, and that's when I connected with Otli. We invited her as a chief guest, and she learned our first project under NGO Spacey Scholar was Girls in Space, where we identified close to 60 students from 4 different schools who were interviewed with their parents to seek their approval to be available on weekends for free course from our end for 1 year. Obviously, these are sponsored by various people who are entrepreneurs, in Hubli, Dharwad. That's when Otili and I connected deeper in this subject of space labs for the schools, and we kind of took this project in collaboration with DD Clicks team, introduced to DDPI officers, and we were able to successfully have 3 labs, inaugurated in Hubli Dharwad district. We have a pipeline of 5 more. I think that'll happen very soon. So here we've set up the entire wall stickering and have most of the models along with telescopes for the lab inauguration. We also have do-it-yourself models for the kids, and we kickstarted the train the teachers course. We're hand-holding the teachers so that they can start taking classes starting December. So far, so good. It has been a great journey, and truly, thank Otili and team for their complete support. So as part of the entire project of Space Lab and everything else which Viresh has covered, we have the syllabus notes covered in both languages, English and Kannada, which is chapter-wise and grade-wise. We also have engineering workbook and training materials provided. Some of it comes from the Cambridge University to do, to do content, because our CEO also helps in building curriculum for Cambridge. And we have a lot of activity sheets. We have a lot of model making worksheets, and we take the students as scholarships to various robotic competitions at an international level and launch stations. We also help them avail the scholarships through our center, provided they're regular and they come through doing really well in space subject. And we help them be part of the astronaut training as well. So those are different accolades. We've got Best Entrepreneur in Social Space, and in space education space, we've been the Entrepreneur of the Year. World Women Leadership by Congress, IC World Women Congress, we've been nominated and awarded for being a little different, innovative, in the entrepreneurship journey. And Best Educator Award by Karnataka Education, again in the category of space astronomy. So these are a different clientele. We've probably touched much more than the list, but that's pretty it. We've covered Goa, we've gone to Pune, that's Maharashtra, and most of Karnataka pretty much covered from Himalayan Space Center. Currently, through a Spacey Scholar NGO Hubli Dharwad and Belgaum district is what we're focusing on. But we are open to set up labs across India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sridevi, for the and Mr. Viresh for the wonderful presentation and presenting to us your stories and regarding to the Space Lab and how everything's come about and what to do with the different initiatives and how it are globally spread. With that said, I request Otli Anban Kumar, psychologist, founder and CEO of Evo's Life Foundation and co-founder of DD Clicks, to share her views and collaboration with Space eScholar team and the other initiatives that she has taken up recently with the government schools. Audrey, I now hand over the mic to you.
Thank you, Gerard. Good evening, everyone. That was a remarkable presentation by Viresh and Sridevi from Himalayan Space Center and Spacey Scholar. So I would really like to congratulate them, the entire team, especially of Rose, Viresh, and Sridevi, because what they're doing is, I believe, need of the hour. We want our children to have this scientific bent of mind, to explore and to experience things, to broaden their perspectives by hands-on training. And this is what the Himalayan Space Center and Spacey Scholar is doing. We've seen that they're already there in several private schools, semi-private schools, and they also have this NGO called Spacey Scholar, through which they're doing incredible work when it comes to supporting children who are underserved, and also schools and other organizations which need support. Right. So it was really my honor to meet them when Sridevi invited me as one of the chief guests for their function. It was wonderful to meet their team, and I observed their programs, which included, like Viresh mentioned, things related to a young astronaut program, rocketry workshop, a space leadership, which is really required right now. Then how they're focusing on astronomy and space labs. Then also, as Viresh shared, the workshops related to astrophotography, astronomy. Then I also believe they have a women astronomy club as well. So they are uh, individuals who are completely involved in making sure that space and astronomy is something that all of us get interested in, and there are great career prospects in these fields also. And sometimes, what happens is we just focused on a few careers, and we don't know that there's a huge world out there. We can explore so many things. So what Himalayan Space Center and Spacey Scholars doing is exposing or helping students understand that they can really study their subjects in a much more interesting manner, and also uh, opt for careers that are interesting, and also they are quite promising. So when I met Sridevi in that function, I was very impressed, and also with the fact that they're sponsoring girl students to pursue their education in this, and they have special classes over there. And Sridevi also mentioned how they would like to explore it in different schools. They would like to set up labs. And immediately, I told her that Sridevi, what you're doing is wonderful. What your team is, the vision that you have is wonderful. So why don't we meet the Department of Public Education, the commissioner and DDPI, and the others, right, including Khududmani sir. So we decided to go and meet these officers. So from Evolve Lives Foundation, which is my NGO, and also DD Clicks, which is with Abhi and Gerard, we decided to pursue this with the department. We went and spoke to them, and they were very interested. They were very happy about the vision, the aims and objectives that this team has. So immediately they invited Viresh and Sridevi. And when they explained their vision, they decided to start with a couple of schools. So what we did was they visited a couple of schools that were selected by the department, and they chose schools where the principal is interested, teachers are interested, the support that they receive over there is a very positive kind of support, so that even the students can receive this in a more interesting manner. So they selected 3 schools which have now become the nodal schools, which have already been set up. And what is incredible is these are the first 3 space and astronomy labs to be set up in the entire state. So that's really wonderful. In the entire state, Karnataka state, these 3 labs are the first 3 labs to be set up. Yeah. So how lucky these students are, thanks to this team, that they're able to study these things, which even in private school, even I remember, even when I was in my school, I we never had any telescopes or anything else to explore the space with or understand astronomy subject in a more interesting manner. It was just what was being taught to us through the textbook or maybe what was written on the board. That's it, right? But here, what they're doing is amazing, and they're giving it to the government school children. So they've really opened this beautiful door for these students to know more about this world, which is wonderful. And now these schools have become nodal schools for the neighboring villages. So basically, there are 8 taluks, and just like Sridevi mentioned, they are planning on starting another 5. So what the plan is, their team would like to set up 8 labs in all these taluks so that the schools that are there, the other government schools that are there in that taluk, can go to this school, the nodal school, and these students can also avail the benefits. They can also enrich their experiences through the syllabus that they have and the training that they give, which is wonderful, right? And that's why on this platform today, I would like to mention to everyone who's watching us today or listening to us to support Himalayan Space Center and especially Space Scholar, which is a not-for-profit organization, so that they can set up more labs throughout Karnataka and in India. Yeah, and each lab costs around 4 to 5 lakhs, right? So if you can support them, then we can set up more labs in many more schools so that our students can have a bright future. So support their team and also support another initiative of theirs where, again, as Sridevi mentioned, she also shared a photo where there were a couple of girls, around 60 plus girls, who've received scholarships. So I would request people to also support these students, girl students, who would like to pursue this particular course, this particular scholarship that they're offering, would like to go for it. So please connect with their team and try to support their team with your donations. And if you know someone else who would like to support them as a part of the CSR activity, please come forward so that we can empower our children. So once again, thank you, Viresh. Thank you, Sridevi. We wish you all the best. May your vision of setting up these labs throughout India become true, and may all the students get benefited through it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Urli.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ottilie. This is Abhi. I just want to quickly interject.
Yes, sir.
So firstly, thank you again, Mr. Viresh and Ms. Sridevi and Ottilie for the, all the details. So if I want to support, right, today and wanted to reach out, is there a website that you would like to mention for the Himalayan Space Center from where everyone can, reach out and, coordinate, collaborate, and support? What would that be, please?
Hey, yes. So we have a website called spacescholar.ngo. So the details are mentioned over there. Otherwise, definitely we are on social media handles as well. So we're on Instagram, the Facebook, and definitely people can reach out.
So in the description of the event, we'll certainly have that. So just to reiterate for those listeners, what I understood is there's a, so if I Google space E.
Yeah. SC,
Scholar.
it's spelled a bit different. SCHOYLAR.
Okay. So that would be S as in SPACE E. And then
Yes.
SCHOLYAR.
SCHOYLAR.
So if someone were to Google like that, they would get the link and they can reach out to you all from there.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
And plus we'll have, Gerard, the link and the details in the description after the live event. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Abhi, for coming in. And Audley, you would also, I think you'd also like to want to talk about the computer training program that you have taken up with these schools, Audley. Sure, if you can hear Audley.
Yes, Gerard. Yeah, so briefly, I'm going to talk about it maybe on another event, which we have this every Thursday, so we can focus more on the computer training that we are providing maybe in one of the other sessions, since we also have other speakers today. But very briefly, I would like to mention that as we are focusing on empowering our students in government schools, another initiative that we have taken up is training our government school children on computer skills. So we're making sure that they're becoming digitally illiterate. We do observe that many of them are not. And they find it difficult to do even the basic things. Some of them don't even know how to turn a computer on. Thankfully, some of the government schools have been provided with computers. So around 70 plus schools in Dharwad district have a couple of computers. So we had a meeting with the commissioner and one of the commissioner of public instructions department, so Shintri ma'am, and this is something that she really wanted, where people would come and support these government schools so that training can be given to them on how to use these computers right from the basics, how to turn it on, what are the different parts of a computer, and then how do you use it, how do you use the internet, how can you connect it with the subjects that you're studying, and also make sure that if you want to make a presentation, how do you very confidently prepare a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, how do you conduct a research, and then when you're researching, what kind of research should you do so that you get the right kind of information. Yeah, so we're teaching them basic stuff, and through Evolve Lives Foundation, we have employed a trainer, and we're looking at employing more trainers so that it's a full-time training that's happening over there. They're going to these schools, as you can see in the presentation. You can see that our trainer goes to these schools, and then we are training the students in 8th, 9th, and 10th standards right now. So as I mentioned, the basic topics, right? So they also know how to prepare documents, store them. Then they are learning about MS Excel. Then also about social media and what are the pros and cons of it, and how to make sure that you're getting benefited from it, rather than because right now even addiction is a big problem, social media addiction. So we're also trying to make sure that they understand the pros and cons of it, and then they utilize it in a more positive manner. So it's going on great right now. It's been more than a month since we've started this. We look forward to extending it to many more schools, right? So right now in every school, we have around 300 to 400 students who are getting trained, and we are looking at 70 plus schools. So that's a huge list. So I would request people who are listening to this or watching us right now to also support this initiative. Yeah. So please come forward and support Evolve Lives Foundation, DD Clicks, so that we can extend this computer training to all the government schools. Right now, 70 plus government schools is what we're aiming for. But we're looking at even getting computers for the other schools. Why we are aiming at 70 plus schools? Because right now only 70 plus schools have computers. Government schools, I'm talking about government schools. So out of thousands of schools, you have only 70 plus schools that have computers. So we would also want individuals to come forward and donate computers if possible, or if they're NGOs, then through their CSR activities, they can donate computers, or individuals can do that. And then once these computers are donated to other schools, even in these schools, we can have trainers who can train them and make sure even our government school children become digitally literate. Because as we all know, in today's world, if you are digitally illiterate, then it becomes very difficult. You have to know these things, because nowadays most of the things is online, right? And even the information that you want, if you would want to learn more about any subject, you can easily get it online. So for students, this is required, and especially those who are in private schools, it'll be easier for them because they have their parents' laptops, computers. They can even go back at home and do it. But for government school children, it becomes difficult because they don't even have smartphones, they don't have laptops or desktops, right? So please come forward and support us. And those who would like to support us, you can go to our website, DDClick's website, which is being shared right now. And also you can go to Evolve Lives Foundation website and also support us so that we can extend it to other schools and make sure we empower our children through digital literacy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ottilie.
And Ottilie, that would be
Go ahead.
Evolve, that is EVOLVE, Lives, LIVES, Foundation, FOUNDATION. So if someone
Yes,
were to Google that, search for it, they'll get the website as well as the various social media handles. Is that correct?
That's right, Abhi.
Okay, thank you, Ottilie, again.
Thank you, Abhi. It's my pleasure.
So evidence reference, this is the where you can visit Evoslice Foundation. So with that said, I request Sridevi Rogi Patil and Virish Patil to present the award to Nipuni Nisanhala, who's one of the top performing iINVENT intern from Sri Lanka. She has been actively participating in the iINVENT internship programs, continue to work on the projects that started a couple of years ago. I mean, she'll talk more about it in her presentation. And plus, she has been curating a couple of sessions for the benefit of the kids who find difficulty in understanding English. So she translates those sessions, I think, almost accurately in Sinhala language. So let me pull up the certificate for Nipuni. Yeah, Sridevan Vidish, please go ahead.
Congratulations, Nipuni Nisansala, in recognition of your innovative aims and creative contributions to enable ideas that help community growth. Truly commendable, and continue doing what you're doing. Again, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Nipuni. All the best for your future. Congratulations, Nipuni. All the best for your future.
Thank you, sir and madam.
Congratulations, Nipuni, on your award. And with that said, Nipuni, I would request 1 second. Okay. So, Nipuni, I would request you to kindly share with us your aims, your stories, and projects in line with your pursuits, put into academics, your achievements, and other initiatives. So, you can kindly unmute your mic, Nipuni, and kickstart.
Okay, sir. Wishing you all a very good evening. I am Nipuni from Sri Lanka, and I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my aims at the iINVENT. Today, I am here to share with you about myself, my aim in life, how I prepare to score good marks or grades, my achievements, and how the STEAM session is helping me to be the best in whatever I do. To introduce myself to you all, I am Nipuni Nisansala, and I am a student preparing for the advanced level examination. My aim in life is to become a software engineer like James Gosling OC. He is a Canadian computer scientist, best known as the founder and lead designer behind the Java programming language. Since I am interested in technology, playing video games, and being on interactive learning platforms and social media, I would also like to venture into these fields and create something more innovative as a software engineer. But to become a software engineer, firstly, I have to finish my A-level exam successfully and have to opt a computer course affiliated with universities and get the NVQ level certification, after which I can get into the university to get the degree for software engineering. To achieve my aim, I am taking the necessary steps to give my best in my studies. This is how I prepare to score good marks in my exams. I create a study plan and stick to it. On the daily basis, I put in 3 to 4 hours on normal days to study, and during this time, I study dedicatedly and diligently. When it is 1 month to my exam, I put study for 6 or 7 hours. I create short notes for difficult subjects like history, geography, etc. I set realistic goals which help me plan and study well. I use the internet also to get better understanding by going through informative content and videos related to my subjects. Currently, as I am pursuing my advanced level, which requires a lot of effort, I am studying diligently. In January, I will face my A-level exam. I solve past question papers that around to 5 years to practice and then self-evaluate. Here are some of my achievements. I got a distinction for a certification course in MS Office in 2017. I secured the first and second place in dictation at divisional level and zonal level during the year 2015, 17, 18, and 19. I passed the All Ireland graded examination with honors in 2018 with good scores. And also, I got an award for writing a book in Sinhala language. It is about the mystery behind the dead body. I also won a couple of awards in the field of sports at school level for high jump and discus throw. Regarding my involvement with Amitsu as an intern at iINVENT Nabros and the guidance provided, I have worked on various projects in the past alongside the children of Amitsu. We have been working on the gardening project and waste management project. In the gardening project, we planted vegetables to support Amitsu home. We learned a lot about how to prepare the soil for planting and the right time to harvest our crops, among other things. For the waste management project, we collected organic waste from our own kitchens, dried it under the sunlight, and stored it in a waste bin to turn it into fertilizer. These projects complement each other and help us grow natural vegetables. Also, last year, I used to teach other children at Amitsu mathematics and Sinhala. These projects have helped me to learn and develop many skills. They help me learn and understand project management concepts like time, task, and expectation management, and also enabled me to apply the concepts I learned in my school, understand my subjects better, and gain valuable knowledge. I have been a part of the STEAM sessions or workshops that have been taken by Mr. Abhidyogi sir every Monday, where concepts of science, tech, engineering, art, math, and more are being covered. The lessons that we learn from the STEAM sessions are very important for us in terms of understanding as it connects to our subjects that we learn in school in a more practical manner, and also other skills that we need to develop as students, like how to balance our life, how to be a good person with good ideas that would help me, others, and nature. With that said, I am thrilled to be part of this community and share my experiences and learning with you all. I look forward to learning from each of you as well. Thank you for welcoming me, and I am excited about the journey ahead. Wishing you all a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Nipuni, so much for sharing your views and presenting to us how you score good marks in your exams and also put into your pursuits and projects. So with that said, our students, teachers, parents, and everybody on this call, every Tuesdays, we have brainstorm workshops with all the interns from the student community, where we have brainstorm skills and concepts for success in their pursuits. All students are welcome to join and share their aims with the leadership as well as other students. that they join the competition and avail themselves for awards and scholarships. So I'm just putting up the website for everyone's reference, where you could go and see the details and the updates of the awardees. So like if you can, like you see on my screen, if you go to our website, that is i-invent.org. So you will see the front page and you can go to register. Right. So if you scroll down to the fourth section quickly here. Yeah. So it says join iINVENT clicks, and here you can see a guitar symbol and it says details. If you just flip, if you put your cursor, it flips on there. And here you can see the prize winner distributions, right? If you click on it, you can see for the top performing interns from the competition, and this will keep changing monthly on a monthly basis based on the evaluation criteria that the interns are being evaluated against. And so this will be gone until the July of 24, like I mentioned in the start. So again, thank you, Nipuni, and congratulations. So I now request Divya Badigar to perform a song. Divya Badigar is studying in 10th standard from GHS Gopankopa, Hubli, Karnataka, India. So she's going to share with us a song which is in the local language from a state of Karnataka, known that is Kannada. So I request Divya Badigar to kindly introduce herself to all of us and share the song with us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Greeting to everyone. My name is Divya Badgir. I am studying in 10th standard. I am from Karnataka Public School, Gopankoppa, Hubballi, Karnataka, India. I am going to sing a Kannada song, Gombe Helutete. The meaning of the song is, we are the king and we have to live like a king. Gombe Helutete, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ನೀನೇ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರ. ಗೊಂಬೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ನೀನೇ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರ. ಹೊಸ ಬೆಳಕೊಂದು ಉಸಿರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬೆಳಗಿದೆ ಮನಯ ಇಂದು. ಆರಾಧಿಸು ರಾಜರತ್ನನು, ಆಡಿಸಿ ನೋಡು ಬೀಳಿಸಿ ನೋಡು, ಎಂದು ಸೋಲದು ಸೋತು ತಲೆಯ ಬಾಗದು. ಗೊಂಬೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ನೀನೇ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರ. ಗುಡಿಸಲೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಅರಮನೆಯಾಗಲಿ ಆಟವೇ ನಿಲ್ಲದು, ಎಂದು ಆಟ ನಿಲ್ಲದು. ಹಿರಿಯರೇ ಇರಲಿ ಕಿರಿಯರೇ ಬರಲಿ ಭೇದವ ತೋರದು, ಎಂದು ಭೇದ ತೋರದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದು ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲದ ಹಾಗೆ ಬದುಕಿರುವ, ಆಕಾಶ ನೋಡದ ಕೈಯ ನಿನದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಂಚಿರುವ. ಜೊತೆಗಿರು ನೀನು ಅಪ್ಪನ ಹಾಗೆ, ಹನ್ನೆಲೆ ಕಾಯೋ ವಿನಯದಿ ಹೀಗೆ. ನಿನ್ನನು ಪಡೆದ ನಾನು ಪುನೀತ, ಬಾಳು ನಗು ನಗುತ್ತ. ಗೊಂಬೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ನೀನೇ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರ. ತಾನೇ ಉರಿದು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಕೊಡುವ ದೀಪವಿದು, ನಂದ ದೀಪವೇ ಇದು. ಆಡಿಸುವ ಆತನ ಕರುಣೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾತ್ರವು, ಸಮಯದ ಸೂತ್ರವನದು. ಒಂದು ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಕಥೆಯ ಹೇಳಿತು ಈ ಬೊಂಬೆ, ಆ ಕಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ರಾಜ ನಂಗೆ ನೀನು ಬಂದೆ. ಯೋಗವು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಬರುವುದು ನಮಗೆ, ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆಯೊಂದೇ ಉಳಿಯುವುದು ಕೊನೆಗೆ. ಸೂರ್ಯನೊಬ್ಬ ಚಂದ್ರನೊಬ್ಬ ರಾಜನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಈ ರಾಜನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಆಡಿಸಿಯೇ ನೋಡು ಬೀಳಿಸಿಯೇ ನೋಡು ಎಂದು ಸೋಲದು ಸೋತು ತಲೆಯ ಬಾಗದು ಗೊಂಬೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೈತೆ ನೀನೇ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, Divya Badigar. You have a great voice, and I truly believe that this song has connected well to the meaning of the song. So thank you once again, Divya Badigar, and keep it up. So
Thank you.
welcome, Divya. So before I introduce you to our next keynote speaker from Karnataka University, Dharwad, to begin with, I would like to share about our collaboration with KUD, that is Karnataka University of Dharwad. So in the efforts of iINVENT, NABROS, and Evoslice Foundation to start and supporting the students and the community in the colleges, MOUs were signed with Karnataka University, Dharwad. iINVENT, NABROS, and Evoslice Foundation collaborated with Karnataka University, Dharwad, which is one of the oldest and most reputed universities in the region and the country, with 200 plus colleges coming under this university, offering a variety of courses from graduation, post-graduation, PhDs in different streams, be it science, arts, commerce, fine arts and music, law and education. We have collaborated by setting up KUD Clicks, that is Karnataka University Dharwad Center for Learning, Innovation, Creativity, and Startups. So this is a platform and program designed for our colleges, students, institutes, and community to enable aims in one pursuits as studies, work, or at home. For more details, as you could see, I was scrolling through the website. If you could visit i-invent.org/KUD clicks, you'll find more details. So in addition to that, Nadas Devete, a good athlete from KUD University, had qualified for the national sports meet in Odisha, and he was supported 10,000 INR, or that is $120, to cover his travel, tickets, stay, and food. Thanks to the iINVENT and Manik Family Grant for making this happen, and Evoslice Foundation for bringing in and facilitating this request. So with that said, I take this honor and privilege to introduce you to our second keynote speaker, respected Dr. Chandrama M, Registrar, KUD University, or the Karnataka University of Dharwad. Excuse me, we just lost.
Sir, good evening all.
Madam, I'll just try completing the introduction, madam, so you can start from there.
Okay, sir.
I'll just take a minute to introduce you, madam. Yeah. So Dr. Chandrama, madam, she is an outstanding researcher. She has published more than 60 research articles in state, national, and international journals of repute, and also presented 100 research papers in state, national, and international seminars and conferences for her work in the field of research or as a researcher. She has won Outstanding Research Award by Venus International Foundation, Chennai, and also supporting or mentoring researcher award given by Global Award Record, Bengaluru. Under her mentorship and guidance, 2 PhD students successfully completed and obtained their PhD degree in commerce under her supervision. 4 students submitted PhD thesis to Karnataka University, Dharwad for award nominations, and 2 students registered and are working under her currently to complete a PhD thesis. She also has completed a major research project funded by UGC University Grant Commission, New Delhi. It is recognized by the Government of India. She has also been a chairperson of academic bodies of many reputed universities and institutions, including KUD, and also served as an administrator of Karnataka University Post-Graduation Center, Haveri. With that said, I request Dr. Chandrama Madam to share her views, her journey, and more about KUD, the program and the plan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your good words about me. Good evening, all. Greetings of the day. As sir told, I'm very much thankful to give opportunity on this platform, iINVENT. And about me, with all difficulties I evolved at this stage. Last 2 months, since a day, I became the registrar, the in charge basis, Karnataka University, Dharwad, the very prestigious position. To come to this stage, it is the journey as a lady, as a different background. I struggled a lot. And I served, basically I am from Mysore region. After that, I obtained a master degree at very reputed, international reputed University of Mysore, Manasa Gangotri campus. I started work at JSS Mahavidyapita, Mysore, and I also worked evening college, University of Mysore, Maharaja Evening College. After that, I cleared my net set exam and I got opportunity to serve Mangalore University as assistant professor. Again, in the year 2014, I joined as associate professor Karnataka University, Dharwad, and I became administrator of one of the PG center, it is Karnataka University PG Center, Haveri campus. And there I struggled a lot. It is a very rural area, and I have taken care of all the 6 departments, and there is no infrastructure facilities available to students and staff, faculties. So I found myself the very new experience. I did not consider that strugglings as the problems. It's all challenges definitely converted as opportunities, and I got administrative experiences there. And again, I come back to my origin place, Karnataka University, Dharwad main campus. And I became a professor. I did my PhD in Mangalore University under the guidance of Professor Raghurama. So very simplest personality. I learned so many things under the guidance of him. And in a family background also, I am the first girl child who come up in a post-graduation PhD level and got opportunity to serve various universities in Karnataka state. My father is a social reformer. He always encouraged me like anything. You can do, you can have that potential like that. And once I got married, my husband and my children always supporting me like anything. Without my knowledge, they manage themselves with all home course, and I can do my research with that supporting words, moral support and all that. And I didn't find problems in office administrative level also. All my colleagues, faculty members, higher authorities, as a lady, they all supporting me. This is the word. How if the as the stalwarts told, if lady come up in life, definitely the nation developed. So like that, I experienced myself how all these things. So now share my views about my professional, the Karnataka University Dharwad. Our emblem, the tagline itself is explaining everything. It is wisdom is knowledge. Simply, the education is self-learning, and if you understand more than the information, it converted the awareness into wisdom, and wisdom is ultimately knowledge. So it all we consider in the vision statement, the multidisciplinary, technology enabled, research oriented, innovative thinking. We do train students as responsible future citizens. So all these things are there in our vision statement. And for more information, you can log on to our website www.kud.ac.in. And I very proudly share with you all at this platform. Karnataka University Dharwad obtained potential for excellence university and sustained 4 times A grade in NAC. It is the oldest university uh, in Karnataka state after University of Mysore. And many courses we are offering for public. It is the arts stream, commerce, law, management, totally including PG diplomas and many study centers in the name of PITAs. Basaveshwara Pita, Ambedkar Studies Pita, Vemana Pita. So like that, so many Pitas are encouraged all to study and understand their autobiography and contribution of prominent personalities. And KUD, as I told, it is established in the year 1949, and in the next year we are going to celebrate Platinum Jubilee. And as I told, it is the second oldest university and celebrated Diamond Jubilee already in the year 2009. And several disciplines in South Central India, it is catering to the needs of millions of the students. And at micro level, especially in Karnataka, northern part of people can get their knowledge education in Karnataka University Dharwad. I'm very proud about this because majority of students coming from rural background and very uh, disadvantaged group, and majority students are girl students studying in our campus. So that is also recently that study awareness is spreading throughout the society at this northern Karnataka part. Our campus is a very lush greenery campus. It is a very good atmosphere, and we have rich in green, and all are enjoying that. The infrastructure that the campus itself is very good view, and we are enjoying to do the research and work there. And as the slide is showing everything, it is nearly 1,000 acres, and there are 3 PG centers. Recently, Haveri has separated with us as considered as independent Haveri University from 22-23, and we have 42 PG departments, PG courses, 53 PG courses, 29 diplomas and advanced diplomas, certificate courses. German language, French language certificate courses, very popularly international recognized certificate courses we have, and regional language promotion certificate courses there in Kannada language. And even we have constituent colleges, affiliated colleges, many other things. And UG, if any person join in Karnataka University campus with the first standard primary level, he or she can obtain their PhD degree at the last stage and take a degree and go back to the employment opportunities. So that's the very good thing in one platform, one umbrella. Every stage of learning education can get it from Karnataka University. I'm very proud to say recently Times Higher Education London magazine got world rank. Karnataka University got world ranking 1000 to 1200 out of 19 public universities. It is a very good achievement on the part of Karnataka University, and it has also got world ranking by subject. It is the science and technology related subject got the prestigious QS Times Higher Education World University ranking between 600 and 800 position in that magazine. That is the very proud thing. And we have management structure and administration at various levels. It is the governor, honorable governor, His Excellency Chancellor is the highest higher authority for all the things, and under that pro chancellor, the higher education minister take the higher position, and under him vice chancellor and other the registrar with different type. There are two types of registrar, the myself administration related, and one more registrar for meant for evaluation purpose. And the governing all the decisions are taken by syndicate members, academic council members, deans meetings like that. And under us chairpersons, many deputy registrars, assistant registrars, residential engineers, estate officers, accuracy directors, all are supporting us in this, worked as a support system to Karnataka University Dharwad administration work. We have best practices, and every year we have different types of foundation lecture series. We celebrating Teachers Day, International Women's Day, birth anniversaries of different personalities, like that. And we have a practicing of wearing khadi every Wednesday, and with relate to the national festival and convocation. And one special point I wanted to quote, recently we have celebrated 73rd as an annual convocation. In that day we started last 2 years with wearing khadi and celebrating convocation. That earlier that hat and gown format we cancelled that practice, and we start a new innovative creative practices, which is the legacy of our tradition and the practices of Indian culture. And as I already quoted, different programs, courses are there with us. Even science and technology, I am the commerce background, I'm the commerce professor, and social sciences, education. So each independent faculty is working under different the deans. So there are separate deans are there for arts, social science section, literature section, commerce, law, management, science and technology, like that. They taken care of from PU to PhD level combination, because we have a Karnataka College, Dharwad, Arts, Commerce and Science degree college is there. PG courses are running there. So that it's all there with that. And regarding KUD clicks, learning, innovation, creativity, startups is a very good platform. And as sir shown in different slides, the students can apply their scholarship and they can meet their aims, because the startup ideas, the career guidance, everything with the sustainable projects. So it's all with different affiliated institutes. They may utilize the program platform to meet NAC and NEP requirements. Even that alumni, citizens, corporates, so all these, I encourage all the department deans get that the Karnataka University Dharwad to introduce with the KUD Clicks platform. So I personally thankful to the sir, the Gerard Monique sir, who took the very interest to realize this program today with respect to the Karnataka University, Dharwad, the wonderful platform creation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, madam. Madam, I knew I'll just give you because we are running short, madam. I know you wanted to talk about your prominent admin lives. So I just share the screen, madam. You can just take a minute or so to cover that. Just give me 1 second. Let me share the screen. I know you keep talking about your alumni a lot. So 1 second, madam.
Yes, sir. The grand alumni we have, there are prestigious 4 Gnanapita awardees. I'm very proud to say and feel the honored to Dara Bendre, Vikru Gokak, Sri Girish Karnad, Chandrasekhar Kambar, all are our grand alumni, and we all know very known person Sudha Murthy and Nandan Nilekani. They are also the grand alumni of our Karnataka University. And the listed goes in a highway, and it is B.D. Jatti, along with the Virendra Patil, our Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Ramakrishna Hegde, former Chief Minister, Dharma Singh, former Chief Minister, Jagdish Shettar, former Chief Minister, Bommai sir, former Chief Minister, and his son Basavaraj Bommai. So all are proud grand alumni for Karnataka University, Dharwad, and contributed and represented all over India, national and international level.
Thank you so much, Registrar Madam, Chandrama Madam, for sharing your personal story, your achievements, and also the sharing, enlightening us about KOD and the different various courses that it has. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So for everyone's reference, if you all want to, let me share my screen. So for everyone's reference, if you all want to contact and get more details about KUD, please visit www.kud.ac.in. And also, madam, can you just touch base on how students from regional, national, international students can apply to KUD?
Yes, sir. This is also very important. Every year we notified the announcement relating to admission to PU classes, UG classes, undergraduation course, post-graduation course, and PhD programs, both in Kannada and English News Daily, reputed newspapers, and along with the KUD websites. Regional, national, and international candidates can apply for their education purpose for that. And there is a latest technology oriented admission process we have through UUCMS. We are taking admissions in our university. We are considering the admission through entrance process, so that 50% degree percentage and other 50% entrance score are considered for their merit. Merit cum roster system is followed in the admission process, so that even international students also, because the research level, PhD level, international students are more in number. Comparatively, those who wanted to study in Karnataka University, Dharwad, very prestigious University of India, directly they can come and meet in the administrative authorities. Deputy registrars are there, assistant registrars are there, and myself, registrar, you can meet me and get all the details. What kind of the information you need to get. We always there to support you and get your admission in our Karnataka University, Dharwad, in a very free mode.
Thank you so much, madam. Chandrama madam, I request you to kindly present the award to Sanjana Inchal. So she has been one of the top performing interns, and she has promptly shared beautiful aims and her talent on the DTClicks website under the AIMS section. So I request you, madam, to kindly present the award to Sanjana Inchal from GHS Yarikoppa School, Karnataka, India.
Yes, I feel very honored. I give this certificate to Miss Sanjana Inchal for her achievement. I congratulate her on behalf of the iINVENT and other the participants, resource persons who are there in this session. Sanjana, congratulations and do more.
Thank you so much, Chandrama madam, and congratulations, Sanjana, on receiving the award, and keep doing the good work. Sanjana, I request you to kindly unmute your mic and share with us your story or aims pertaining to your pursuits. Sanjana, I think you're gone on mute.
Studying in class from Government High School, Erikappa. I am blessed and fortunate to study in this where I get support, cooperation, and mentorship from my headmaster and teachers. In life without an less. Hence, my aim in life is to become one of the best scientists. My inspiration to become a scientist came from Dr. APJ Abdul
Sanjana,
statements who served.
Sanjana, I think there is some network connection. Can you log out and try logging in back? We are finding difficulty in hearing you. Okay. So until Sanjana gets back, I call upon Pallavi Sagar to perform a song. Pallavi Sagar is studying in standard 10 from GHS Gopankoppa Hubli, Karnataka, India. So she'll also be sharing a song in Kannada, which is the local language of the state of India, Karnataka. Pallavi, you can please unmute your mic and introduce yourself to us all and kickstart.
Greetings everyone. I am Pallavi Sagar, studying in 10th standard from Government High School, Gopankoppa Hubli, Karnataka, India. And I am going to sing a song, Araluva Hoovugale, which is in Kannada, and meaning of the song, it is about the children life is struggle. We have to fight and succeed by doing hard work. Thank you. ಅರಳುವ ಹೂವುಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ, ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ. ಅರಳುವ ಹೂವುಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ, ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ. ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಕಿರಣಗಳೇ ಬಣ್ಣಿಸಿರಿ, ഇരുളിಂದೆ ಬೆಳಕುಂಟು ತೋರಿಸಿರಿ. ನಾಳೆಯ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಳಲಿ, ಗೆಲ್ಲುವ ಭರವಸೆಯೊಂದೇ ಬೆಳಕಾಗಲಿ. ಮನವೇ ಓ ಮನವೇ ನೀ ಅಳುಕದಿರು, ಮಳೆಯೋ ಬರಸಿಡಿಲೋ ನೀ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರು. ಅರಳುವ ಹೂವುಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ, ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಎಂಬ ಕನ್ನಡಿಯೋ ಒಡೆದು ಹೋಗಬಾರದು, ಬಾಳು ಒಂದು ಗೋಳು ಅಂತ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗಬಾರದು. ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋವಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾವಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಲ ಕಳೆದ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಯವಾಗುವಂತದ್ದು. ಉಳಿಪೆಟ್ಟು ಬೀಳುವ ಕಲ್ಲೇ ಶಿಲೆಯಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುವುದು,
ದಿನ ನೋವ ನುಂಗುವ ಜೀವವೇ ನೆಲೆಯಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುವುದು ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲೆದಾಟ ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ ಪರದಾಟ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕನಸು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಸಾಗೋ ಬಳೆ ಕಾಲವು ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆ ಮನವೇ ಓ ಮನವೇ ನೀ ಕುಗ್ಗದಿರು ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಬಯಲಿರಲಿ ನೀ ನುಗ್ಗುತ್ತಿರು ಅರಳುವ ಹೂವುಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
Thank you so much, Pallavi. You sang beautifully, and thank you for this song. So I hope Sanjana is back. Sanjana Inchan, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, Sanjana, please go ahead. I think now we can hear you loud and clear.
Greeting to everyone. I am Sanjana Inchal, studying 10 from blessed and fortunate to study in this school where I get good support, correction, and mentorship from my headmaster and teachers. They without an aim is meaningless. Hence, my aim in life is to become one of the best scientists. My inspiration to become a scientist came from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Indian space scientist and statesman who served as the 11th President of India. From 2002 to 2007, he was popularly known as the Missile Man of India. And to become a good human being like him. I have liked science and whatever I see and advancement in science. I try to read more into it. I want to be the reason for a great change, and I realized that by becoming a scientist, I can make that change happen. When I become a scientist, I would like to dedicate my work and research to finding out the root cause and addressing and providing solution to environmental issues like global warming, pollution, and unforeseen disasters that will help and bring a positive change to the billions of people and all living beings on this planet Earth. I want to take this opportunity to thank and teachers who believe in motivating and supporting me. I also thank iINVENT for providing me with my internship and guiding my journey towards my aim. This computer skills, basics like communication skills, and most importantly, to give my best in whatever I aim to become in life. I would like to end my talk with a from if you fail, never give up because fail means first attempt in learning. Failure will never overtake us if our determination to succeed is strong enough. All of us do not, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop our talents. Thank you, iINVENT Nabros, once again for recognizing my efforts and the opportunity to share my views and aims. This is my first attempt to speak in English on a public platform and audience. As I come from Kannada medium school, I am still learning and working on my English communication. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, Sanjana Inchal. I think you very well explained about your aim in life and the other programs and initiatives that you are a part of. So as you see, everyone, as you can see on the screen, there are a couple of aims that have been shared by Sanjana, also pertaining to her artwork, her project works, right? So Thank you so much, Sanjana. So with that said, I would quickly like to go through a couple of efforts that we as iINVENT NABROS, along with our partners, have worked with some of the clicks. Screen. So yeah, there you go. So iINVENT NABROS leased guitar to Children Boys Home, which is a DCPD unit, and these children are provided with a guitar so that they can learn guitar music. So we have one of the trainer, Akhil, who has donated his time to teach children music and guitar. iINVENT NABROS donated books to 4 DCPD institutions. So the book is the book of Abhidyogi. So the book enables you to, or teaches the yoga to catch, plant, and grow ideas. So all are welcome to procure this book by going to Amazon or any other retail. If you search on Google, Book of the Yoga by Abhidyogi, it should take you to those respective sites where you can procure this book. So since last month, we are conducting health and well-being workshop. This is a part of the Arogya Sankalpa DD Clicks project. And so for this month, until now, we had 4 sessions, and the last month we thank Dr. Anita Kimbavi, who is the director at Augusta Wellness, Professor HOD Department, Head of Department of Jain AGM Ayurveda Medical. So she had conducted the workshop on healthy habits for all the clicks students, be it in India, US, Sri Lanka, Maldives. And also Dr. Prita J. Shetty, who is the professor and head of department head of Public Health Dentistry, STM College of Dental Science and Hospital. So she conducted the workshop on oral health and education for all the students. So we, on behalf of iINVENT NABROS, EVOS Life Foundation, and all the clicks partners, we heartily thank them. So as we also discussed, as Otlia has already mentioned more in detail, that we are looking for competent trainers for government school children and the children in need. Hence, we request and invite corporates and donors to join this initiative by donating computers and facilitate the computer training with resources or their time. The link, which is the online link for supporting us or this initiative, will be shared and is planned to be released for this coming week. So with that said, I would also like to call upon Mr. Emmanuel Patre, a young, dynamic individual who at a very young age has made great contributions and achievements towards social and community services, and also is working towards his startup idea. I request Mr. Emmanuel Patre, founder and CEO of Safe Drop, co-founder and MD of SM Academy, founder and in charge of the Strikers, to share with us some of his ideas, thoughts, and aims in line with your work thus far, be it professionally or in the social or community projects that you have taken on and have made great contributions tremendously over the years. So, Emmanuel, I think, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Gerard. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and to all the children gathered here. To introduce myself to you all, I'm Emmanuel Patare, as being introduced. I'm a social activist and an entrepreneur. And today I'm more than happy to share my story and journey with you all. I'm also known as a public speaker, as well as I have been doing a lot of social activities since past 7 years. So, as you guys can see, I started venturing into social activities in the year 2017. So I'll just take you through that journey along with me. So this is how it started. When I was pursuing my first year in Bachelor's of Commerce, where the Deshpande Foundation, one of the well-known institute in the field of social services, visited my college and introduced a program called as LEAD, that is called Leaders Accelerating Development Program. where the program was about finding and coming up with solution to the problems. And they told us that they will help us financially, as well as they provide us with the mentoring and training. And one key thing they mentioned that we would get to travel many places. So being a backbencher, I told, okay, this is a great opportunity for me so that I can go and explore new places and the learnings. So I joined the program and started going to the program after my college, and I did few projects which are called as zero level projects, like visiting orphanages, going to the old age home and spending time with them, and then later seeing all the dedication and the efforts which I have put. They encouraged me to take up the next level project that is called as change makers. Initially, it was my personal goal, and for fun, I look up to this program. But one thing changed. During the outburst of dengue, that is in 2017, throughout the India, there were many cases that was recorded, but I was not bothered about it. Until one day I see my sister, a 6-year-old at that time, sitting at my home with a sad face. I went to her and asked her, why didn't you go to the school? Why are you looking sad? So she said, no, the two of my friends who used to play with me, they got affected by the dengue and they didn't survive it. I was kind of shocked at that moment because I used to see them with playing with my sister, and they used to be like my sister, and they were hardly 6 years old. And for a few days, the face was not leaving my mind. It was always there in front of me. Gerard, can you please share the PPT? I'll continue while he's doing it. When the situation happened, then I thought, okay, for a moment I was thinking, okay, what if my sister was there in those children's place? What if I had lost my sister? So when at that moment they had nominated me for the Changemaker project, so I did a little bit of research, and then I thought, okay, what can I do? What can I find the solution for the problem which is going on? Thanks to the training and mentorship I received from the lead program, then I did a little bit of research and then got to know that there is a thing called as fogging machine. You guys may be seeing the corporation people coming with a big machine, throwing out the smokes and everything. So I did a research, why it is used, how it is used and everything. But then I also got to know that the people, the corporation people are not able to do it effectively. So I went to the Deshpande Foundation and told them my idea, okay, this is what I want to do. So they encouraged me and they gave me a fogging machine. So for that moment, and I also took a formal training from the person who had given us the machine from the security as well as the safety procedures and everything. So after taking that, I started doing fogging for almost 5 months continuously every day. It was along with my college, just to be clear with you all, it was along with my college. So I used to get up at morning 4 o'clock and I used to go for the fogging to many areas like slum and the crowded people, or like the areas which are there in Hubli, Dharwad. And I used to do the fogging for next 2-3 hours and then again come back and go to the college. And again, at the evening time, I used to start from 4 to 6 again. In the beginning, it was very difficult for me because at that time, you guys can see in the photos, I was very thin and I was only weighing 40-45 kgs. But the machine was weighing more than me. It was almost 45 to 50 kilos. So it was very difficult to handle it. And, it used to get hot red, which you guys can see in the photos. And along with that, many people also ridiculed me, saying that instead of going to the college and studying, he's doing all this work. It was very disheartening for me at that moment. But every time, whenever I used to get disheartening, the faces of those two children who lost their life. So it used to come in front of me, as well as wherever I used to go. As you guys can see in the middle photo, the children's face, the smiles. I was like, okay, I'm doing something to protect all these smiles. So it was encouraging for me. So by doing this for almost 5 months, I covered more than 50 areas in Hubli and Dharwad, reaching more than 2 lakh people. And it has helped many of the people, and they gave a very good support as well as testimonial saying that it has really helped us, and it has dragged out the mosquitoes and everything. So later, by seeing me, the other students got encouraged from Belgaum and Bijapur, and they also assisted me in replicating the same initiative in their location, and they took the training from me. I was very happy that I influenced someone else to take up the initiatives and do the work. So from that moment, I used to use the same mantra in all my projects, that is understanding the problem, brainstorming ideas and the solution for it, and then coming up with a solution which can help the community as well as the people who are in need of. So coming to my next project, that is Toy Joy. There was a problem that the children in Anganwadis, especially in the rural areas, were not attending the Anganwadis. Anganwadis are the primary, pre-primary schools set up in the rural areas or the villages from the government. And due to some of the reasons, although the government is giving all the facilities like from nutrition to the medical support and the educational support and many more for the rural children to learn the basic thing, they were not attending. So I started the brainstorming, and then I realized one thing, that in these Anganwadis, they are missing the main attractive equipment that are there in preschools in cities and metro cities. And guess what? It was toys. So the children were getting attracted to the toys. So with my team, initially I started my own. I went to the many people who had supported me in the fogging project, and I went to people and explained them. They were more than happy to support me, and during that period of time, so I collected more than 10,000 toys and gave them to the 16 Anganwadis in Annigiri village, which is near Gadal, and covering more than 3,000 children. And before I gave the toys, every day, only 5 to 6 children used to come on an average, even though they are registered 20 to 25. But after I gave the toys, it has increased to 15 to 20 on average, as you guys can see in the photos. So they were a lot of excited and they were playing from it. And this, brought the smile to the children. So after that, again, we all know what happened in the 2020, that is the COVID. So after doing all the social activities, I was appointed by the state government as a COVID warrior for Hubli and Dharwad. So where I was mainly helping the people in emergency medicines, as well as the ration for the rural areas, slum areas, and all the immigrant people and everything. And then after doing that, during the second wave, I was also the team lead for the DD Clicks as well as DC Office COVID Warrior, which was established in Dharwad district. I used to take care for the phone calls for all the required ambulances, as well as the bed requirements and the vaccines availability and everything. So after that COVID time, I got a lot of people, they supported, and that was a very tiring moment for entire world, but we tackled together. And then I thought that, okay, COVID is also gone, social work is also gone, but I want to do something more. So then I founded my own team that is called as the Strikers. The Strikers is a team fully consisting of youth. That is the people who are going to the colleges from PUC till degree, whoever is interested to come and join. So I founded my own team, and during the 2021, that is on Dan Utsav, October 1st to 8th, I collected the toys, I collected the clothes, I collected the education materials, and I went to the slums and I gave the donation to all those people. So as the people say, and along with that, I joined again hands with the DD Click. As you have already heard from them, they are doing a lot of activities for the protected houses. I took the sessions on the soft skills, which are most essential to survive in the workforce which we are living in right now. And it was a very great event. A lot of children, they learned a lot, they were happy and they were learning, and they were insisting, sir, please come on whenever you're possible. We love to learn more, and they are getting interested in learning more. So you may be wondering, okay, he has explained all these things, he has done all this stuff. What did he got out of it? So all the efforts which brought a significant impact was acknowledged and appreciated by the Deshpande Foundation and many others. I have received numerous awards and have received numerous of certificates and everything, and these are as well as regional awards. But I would like to share the two major awards which I received. That was the two national awards which I received from the Deshpande Foundation. First one was the Best Leader Award for the Fogman. That was the title which was given to me by the Hubli and Dharwad people. As you can see, Nandan Nilekani and Rohini Nilekani were the people who gave me along with Mr. and Mrs. Deshpande. And for the second one was again the national award for the best leader called as the Toyman. So these were the two awards which was recognized and given to me. Not only this, whatever we do wholeheartedly for the community or for the society will be recognized in one or the other way. So similarly, the press reporters, they came and they covered a lot of stories and encouraged me. Along with those things, along with all these articles, there are more than 8 videos in YouTube regarding my initiatives and the work which I have done. So you may be wondering, okay, social activities is fine. But social activity is good. It comes when you're passionate about it, when you want to do something, but we need to make sure that we are supporting our family as well as we are focusing on building our future. So I came up with the same mantra that I have used till now, finding the problems and then coming up with a solution for it. So I founded my own company that is called as SafeProp. SafeProp is nothing but, I'll start with the why I started the SafeProp. So nowadays, majority of the people in India, they use the refined oil. Refined oil impacts a lot of health. It it affects us with LDL, cholesterol, as well as diabetes, cancers, and there are many other health issues which we face by using the refined oil. So how this is going to impact the people? So I started in 2020 after the COVID activity. I started a SafeProp company that is a purely cold pressed oil, where we do the production of the cold pressed oil and then give it to the people directly. So there are so many benefits. So cold pressed oil is available in the internet. You guys can go and you can just check it out. So the one thing I want to share is that how it has impacted the people's life. That is like a lot of doctors and the health cautious people, entrepreneurs have been my regular customers since the last 2 years, and they are taking the oil. And in the future, I'm looking that, I want to build the community in which I live to be healthy, as well as, they can lead a healthy and fulfilling life, starting from the Hubli and Dharwad. So before I close up with my talk, I would like to mention the people who made possible for me to stand here, that is the mentors. So Mr. Naveen Jha and Mr. Deepak, the people who supported me in my business as well as in my social activities, along with my initial mentors, that is Pooja Gawade, Mr. Araya, Vishwanath Hallikeri, Abhinandan sir, and many more from the lead family. And I have a couple of them here also, Otili ma'am, as well as Mr. Gerard. So these people are also my mentors who had supported me, because being a 24-year-old youth, it's very difficult to handle all these things and do everything alone. So they are the backbone and the pillars for me, who made me who I am right now. So dear children, and all the dignitaries as well as the speakers and the people who are watching, before I conclude, there is one quote which I found out, that it is not enough to be compassionate, you must act. I repeat once again, it is not enough to be compassionate, you must act. Social service doesn't mean you have to do big things and reach thousands together of people, lakhs together of people, then only it is called as social activities. No, it is not. So social activities can be very small things, like picking up the plastics which you find and throwing it in a dustbin, helping out your neighbors when they are in requirement, helping out your friend when it is required. And just a small example, social services teaches us to be humble and disciplined, and act accordingly to the situations. So following government rules is also kind of social service. Just a small example. The Indian government has set up the rule saying that before 18 you are not supposed to ride a vehicle. So just following that rule. So you are not only if at all you are going to break that rule, not only you are putting yourself in harm's way, you are also risking someone else's. So that is, if you follow the rules and if you follow the procedures which they have kept for all the trainings and get the driving lessons and everything, and if you follow that is also a social activity because you are not risking someone else's life. So as I said, always focus on doing something for the society, but along with that, make sure you are also supporting as well as thinking about your future and career. Once again, I would like to
Yes, I think man has gone on mute. Yeah.
Yeah, I was ending that. I would like to thank iINVENT, NABROS, as well as the DD Clicks and the Evolve Life Foundation for recognizing me and giving me such an opportunity to speak in front of a lot of dignitaries and the children who have achieved. Thank you, and hope many people will do the same in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. I think your story and all the efforts were very motivating and inspirational to all of us. So I know we are by 15 minutes late already, but I think the interactions and the presentation by the speakers was so curious for all of us that we lost track of time. I apologize for that, but again, I request Otley Anvin Kumar and Mr. Abhi Diogi, Chief Design Inventor, iINVENT NABROS, to present the certificate of honor to Emmanuel Patre for his works in the field of social and community service.
Congratulations, Emmanuel. You're truly inspirational. I think you influenced so many young minds with that wonderful presentation of yours. You explained it in such a simple yet impactful manner. All the students, let there be school students or college students, whoever is listening to this, they have understood the power of one. And you also mentioned that they need not start with big things, right? Even if you can make a difference in one person's life, even if you do a small little thing, it can make a big difference, and you always start with one step. So Emmanuel, you started with one small step, but today you have achieved so many things at such a very young age. You're I think in your early 20s, you've done incredible work for the community, for students, and even during COVID time. Yeah, you joined hands with us and made sure that when many people were scared of the situation, you came forward very bravely and showed everyone that we can together make sure that our community is protected. So thank you so much, Emmanuel, for everything that you've done. You're not just a fogman and a toyman, but you are an inspirational man. And I'm sure your story today has motivated many youngsters. So congratulations, Emmanuel. Keep going and taking bigger strides. Even sky is not the limit for you. All the best.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
I think Abhi might be busy in meeting. I'm not sure if Abhi is back.
Good evening,
We had
everyone.
Good evening, Abhi.
Yes, I know we have run over time and I'm trying to juggle a couple of things, but I thoroughly enjoyed listening to everyone sharing their aims, the be it the children to the leadership of the esteemed institutions to the social activists that we heard just now. So thank you again for making the time and sharing your aims with everyone. And it tremendously inspires me, to think about what I need to do today or tomorrow, which is very simple that I'd like to quickly share because we are over time. Finally, if we were to think about, be it as a student or be it as a social activist, be it as an NGO leadership or a university, be it in that position of leadership, or my day-to-day work, or Gerard, or anyone else, I believe what helps us is good ideas. And what are good ideas? It's the idea that helps me grow and also helps others grow, as well as the environment. So that is my definition of a good idea, which I try to stick to in my work, be it in the IT work, be it in the conversation such as this, or talking to someone or doing something. Very difficult because we get deviated. So once that good idea is there, such as talking to such inspiring, I would say, people and aims around the world. Next comes, what do we do, right? And how do we catch this idea? And for me, what helps is to balance my day, balance my time, right? Maybe work a little, also spend some time with friends. If I am studying, also maybe help out a little bit at home. Balancing. It helps me to catch these ideas. So I'm telling you what I try to practice. I'm not perfect at it, but what helps and what I'm practicing, and how this conversation helps me. And once I catch that idea, being open and sharing it, such as what we are doing today, helps to plant it. Because as we have heard, from such inspiring individuals around the world, their aims, right, be it the students or the leadership or the youth in whatever they're doing, when they share it, those ideas get planted in us as well as in them, reaffirms. So being open and sharing is very important to plant the ideas. And I try to do that in my work as well. So I'm sharing with you how this conversation is helping me to reaffirm some of the things that I'm practicing. But being open also means accepting others' ideas. Sometimes I might have an argument, sometimes I might not agree, but seeing the other person's idea also is important to understand it. So being open helps me to do that a little bit. And the very last part, to which I think everyone agreed, be it as a student, there's always ups and downs. Be it as a space lab implementer, there are ups and downs. Be it as an NGO, the ups and downs with the everyday. Be it as a university registrar, there are ups and downs. Be it as a social activist, there are ups and downs. And what is the most difficult for me is, even in my whatever I'm doing, the ups and downs, yeah, it's very easy to say, okay, I won today, or I got this. But when I fail or something bad happens, to learn from it, it takes a little bit of effort from me, even at this age. So the last part I try to practice. So one is, balancing, I catch a good idea by being open, sharing, and accepting. It helps me plant it. Last part, to grow the idea. No matter what happens, I try to learn from it. So those are the three things I try to practice. And these conversations and listening to such inspiring aims and efforts and stories helps me to go on that path. So I wanted to thank you all, the students, the leadership, the youth, everyone else, and Gerard, for making me a part of this conversation and for sharing your aims, because it helps me a lot. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. Abhi Yogi, Chief Design Inventor, iINVENT Nabros, for articulating and concluding these sessions in such a intellectual manner. Abhi, since I promised the kids that they would be receiving the certificates today for sharing the talent, I would just request you to take a minute from your busy schedule and can you please present the certificates, Abhi, if you are open. I think Abhi might be held in a meeting, so it's gone on mute. But
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
So Gerard, we have the certificates for the participants and the kids who shared their songs. Is that correct today?
Yes, Abi.
Okay. So I thoroughly enjoyed all the songs and what was shared, Nihara. And then, I was on the chat. So I tried to put, as you guys were singing, all the different singers, on what you sang. So firstly, Nihara, thank you again from Sri Lanka for the wonderful song, and keep sharing your aims and your talent as you've been doing with us as well as your friends in school and everywhere. Yes, Charan.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
We have Divya. Again, thank you for making the time and the wonderful song in Kannada. And again, I wish you the best in sharing of your aims in your studies, right? And whatever you pursue in life. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
And we have Pallavi. Again, that was the last song. And as you mentioned, you said children, it's a struggle, right? That was the word that caught my attention. And what I would like to share with you is, we might think studying is a struggle, right? Or some work is a struggle. Or let us say we are doing something, sometimes it becomes a struggle, the practice of it. But every day, if we keep learning from it, that struggle becomes a learning experience and we start enjoying that a little bit more. And to what the registrar said, wisdom is knowledge. We start becoming a little bit wiser in terms of what we gain as knowledge. So with your song, it reminded me, yes, the solution or the way to approach any struggle or any challenges is as an opportunity to learn. That is what your song inspired me to remind myself to do today as well as in the coming days. So thank you for sharing such a wonderful song. Thank you, Gerard.
Thank you so much, Abi. So, yes. So I think this brings us to the saying goodbye for today's session. But again, I know we are, moved by half an hour today. This was a delay. But again, I thank all our keynote speakers, esteemed guests, as well as the children who joined us today for waiting so long on this call today. It was half past the time that we actually planned for. But as Abhi said, we all were engrossed in your stories and the lessons and the aim that all of you have shared. So with that said, I'm truly humbled and enlightened with the presence of each one of you who have gathered today for sharing your stories, your aims, and bringing so much knowledge on today's platform. Our special thanks and gratitude to all the dignitaries, talented students, our interns, and all of our partners who are contributing to share their aims, their projects with all of us in their community region, and in turn making a social impact for sharing and inspiring us with your aims and train of thoughts and talent. With that said, we have come to the end of today's iINVENT November Brainstorm event. And my special thanks to everyone for making this November Brainstorm session, I believe, truly a success. And we're not going to stop here. Next month, December 21st, we are going to have our month, again, the same iINVENT December monthly brainstorm event, wherein you all who are here can also nominate speakers, children, right, artists to come and share and share the talent and speak and share their aims. So with that said, I'd also like to thank and invite all teachers, students, parents, alumni, government offices, companies, schools, and the leadership to join us and bring their best of ideas to life. We look forward to having all of you join us in our program and platform to bring your best ideas to life. If you need to quickly find any details in line with our initiatives and efforts, please come or do visit our website, that is i-invent.org. So it's i-invent.org. and you can search for the information that you need, and you will get the link with the information that you're looking for. So thank you, everyone, once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chandrama Madam. Thank you, Viresh, Sridevi, Otli, Abhi, and everyone who are on the call. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.